I think it's time.
Hello everybody, this is Dean Bear, Mr. Chub 2007 from MCA. We're here today to show a little chubby love. We're here with Chubby Mike from Memphis, Tennessee, and we're going to talk to him today a little bit about what it's like to be happy about being fat and having no problems with being a big, wonderful, sexy guy. Tell us a little bit about why you're happy to be a big, chubby, fat guy.
Well, Dean, thank you so much for having me on your show today.
You're welcome, Sprinkles.
I've always been a very big boy ever since I was like 4 years old, and so fortunately I had a very supportive family and a real believer in that others perceive you the way you perceive yourself. So I always had a very confident self-image and felt like there was nothing that I couldn't accomplish, and realized that there are people who find fat to be very sexy, and I feel very sexy.
So tell me, did you have any real problems in the gay community, being accepted and treated differently?
I came out when I was 17, a senior in high school, a couple of weeks before graduation. And about 19 is when I discovered the Chub Chaser community and just really got involved in that scene. So that helped out a lot too, as far as being able to find a group of men who found me as sexy as I felt. And when I was younger, I did go to the clubs and hang out with your typical gay boys.
Gay little Twinkie boys, pretty boys.
Yeah, the pretty
boys.
You though. And we love it when they love us.
We love it when they love us. So, Mikey, basically being from Memphis, you became a hunk of burning love, honey. All right then. So tell me, how did your family feel about your weight?
Well, I come from a family, like I said, that's very supportive, and several people in the family are very large themselves. But of course, they always encouraged me to lose weight, and every diet they came across, oh, Michael, we're going to try this for you.
What about work? Has being a big guy caused you any problems at work?
I was a manager for a Fortune 500 company for several years. I owned my own business for a while, a country cooking restaurant that was a lot of fun. And now I'm a financial controller for a material handling company in Memphis. So, have I been discriminated against? Yes, I've gone on job interviews before with, where within the first 5 minutes you could just tell they were so not interested in hiring a person of size. But, it's just persevering and continuing to be positive in the way you present yourself.
A lot of people probably think, because you're a big guy, that you're sitting at home wishing you could go out on a wonderful date. But personally, I know that that's not true. A lot of hot men out there for you.
Definitely some hot men out there, all over the world.
Want to share?
Oh, I know Dean gets plenty of men himself.
Shut your hush, honey.
Unfortunately, in Memphis, I really haven't tapped into much of a Chub Chaser scene. But fortunately, with the internet and bigger city, and sites like Bear www. Things like
Bear
that.
411.
Bear 411, right? It opens up a lot of doors to meet a lot of guys, and fortunately I do have a lot of admirers and ones who are willing to come to Memphis and take me out and show me a good time. And not to say there's not any chasers in Memphis. I do run across them from time to time, but with our community being as it's a small community in a way. So it's spread out all over the world, and it's great to be able to meet them, especially at the Chub Chaser events. As Mr. Chub MCA 2007, you know that those events are a lot of great fun.
Oh yes, I remember. Oh, do I remember?
So it's really great to go there. These events are a time for big men to gather and the admirers to come there, and you get an opportunity to meet men that you've chatted to on the internet for years.
Yeah, and men from all around the world is what amazes me. And I know
especially
that
those European chasers.
Those Europeans, oh my God, yes. Oh, my tiara fell off. Well, it's time to switch that anyway and become a little butcher. All right, sprinkles are going. How do people react, and do they stop and stare at you, or make you feel weird or anything like that? How does that go?
Well, I mean, I guess people do stare, and that's okay. I don't mind. I remember growing up and my mom getting really offended every time someone would stare, and she would go, "What you staring at?" Or, "Can't they ever seen a fat person before?" And I would get so tickled. And, if I go out in public and people are staring, that's okay, because I don't know why they're staring. As far as I know, they find me as sexy as I feel, so they might be staring at me going, I want a piece of that. If I'm ever on a cruise ship with these people and that thing drowns, shoot, I'm going to float and they're going to sink and I'll be living. I guess unless a pack of sharks is by, then I guess I'm dead too, but shoot, that shark can live off me for a week.
What about some of the chubby events across the country? Can you tell us a little bit about some of those? I know there's MCA, of course I was there. For all you chasers, call me. I know there's Convergence and a few others like that. Can you tell us how those go and kind of fun you have those?
Dean, I never kiss and tell now, you know that.
I know you don't, and you don't share phone numbers either.
Yeah, there are a lot of great events, and I've been to a few.
Yeah, with the chasers and the admirers from all over the world, I know that you're quite popular. And speaking of being quite popular, I hear that you have a new calendar coming out, and it's available at ChubbyMikey.com.
Friends of mine have been telling me for years that I should do some sort of modeling or what have you, and my pictures, unfortunately they do get posted all over the internet. You just don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen. It just ends up everywhere.
Don't you just love it when you get onto the internet and there's your behind splashed across the screen?
Or when they send it to you and say that they're you.
Don't you hate that?
Oh, I tell you.
And they know they can't be you, baby, because you are one in a million.
Exactly. So a friend of mine, he says, "Hey, I really want to take your pictures. I've been thinking about it, and let's do a calendar." So I said, "Sure, why not?" And so we actually came to Nashville and did a little photo shoot. And bless his heart, Martin, he has worked so hard on putting the calendar together, put a lot of hours into it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And so we've started Chubby Mikey Enterprises, and you mentioned ChubbyMikey.com, which is where you can go to get the calendar. And it's a 2008 Chubby Mikey calendar with 12 months of Mikey. So it was a very empowering experience, something I've never done before, having a photo shoot. And we're looking at a lot of new projects going on. We're going to have a release party.
Wow, Mikey, you just have it going on. I'm so proud of you. You just, you really empower the Chub Chaser community, and the Chubs especially. I think that's about the basics of what we wanted to talk about today. And Mikey, I want to thank you for being here. I love you. You're a wonderful person. And I know you're going to be just out there kicking some butt and showing the world what it's all about.
Well, thank you, Dean, for having me on your show. I really appreciate the opportunity to tell everybody about how great it is to be a person of size who is confident and happy with themselves, and just, to be able to know that big is beautiful and sexy, and there are people out there who appreciate that and they love it, and you can be happy. Happy to be fat.
That's right.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap now with Chubby Love in the house.
I think it's time.